How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday, number 106. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Good weekend of football. We got the Bucks and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That should be good. Our first return from Texas is going to have an unsigned index card and Max Muncy. Dodgers slugger and new World Series champion Max Muncy did pretty good in the playoffs. A couple home runs against the Braves, if I do recall, and one in the World Series itself. And he signed the gallery as well as the Topps Chrome Pink. And not the Donruss, but that's A-okay with me. Very nice signatures as well. They personalized it to me. Anytime the player spends a little more time on the card is A-okay with me. I do not mind personalizations whatsoever. An All-Star in 2019, hitting 35 bombs for the second year in a row. Now, this return came from a box of returns I had recently found unopened, and if you see the room where I do all this stuff in, you would probably understand why I misplaced it. So, get lots of returns, and these just happen to be in a pile that I have overlooked for probably about a year now. So, this was actually one of the pieces of mail that he had piled on his stairway at his home after returning from vacation. He yelled at us and told us to send to the stadium. So, I will be sharing the stadium address for all those that want to give him a try. He has been refusing all mail to his home in Texas, which he should have done initially to keep the flood from coming his way. This is why current players are really hard to get and why I'll try them at the stadium even if I have their home address. So here's that information. He's been successful from both spring training and the stadium. But of course, that was pre-pandemic. Not much since then. Of course, 2020, you really just kind of got to throw it out. And hopefully when things get back to normal here in 2021, we'll see some more success from Muncy via the stadium. As he had stated, he had no problem signing from requests sent there. So there you have it, guys. Max Muncy, the story of Max Muncy. Let's move on to our next return. This one comes to us from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's got my Santa stamp on there. I'm going to see a bunch of Santa stamps. I got them from Costco. I got like 600 of them, so we'll be seeing Santa for the rest of the year at least. There's my request letter, and we've got, that's my scribble probably, we got Mr. Expo, Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers, 13-year career, every single one of those years with the Expos. 5-time All-Star, 9-time opening day starter for the Expos, 3-1 with a .97 ERA in playoff games with the Expos, and 2 complete games in playoff games. This guy was incredible. Great pitcher for the Expos. You always want to see what this guy would have done on some better teams. It would have been pretty incredible. But awesome return from him. 74 tops, 84 tops, and 84 tops All-Star. Knocked out 3 cards from my set right there. Signed very nicely. Works for the MLB PA right now, I do believe. Steve Rogers, but there are many different named Steve Rogers, so maybe that's not the right Steve Rogers, but I think it is. Jenks, Oklahoma. There you have it, guys. There's another Santa stamp sending his way. Santa's kind of creepy when you send him during non-Santa time, but what do you got to do, man? It's a forever stamp. And forever is longer than the holiday season, so there's that. Let's just move on to the next return. All right, return number 3 comes to us from Westchester, New York. Think that's what it says up there. I do believe it says Westchester, New York. Let's tear into this, see who our third return is. And we got a random Met from the 90s. You guys thought I forgot about this, but always chasing the random Mets from the 90s. Dave Tailgater here. 3 years with the Mets, 3 years with the Oakland A's. Now an assistant principal in New York at some high school. He also is a pitching coach at that same high school. Signed it nicely in black Sharpie. Not the preferred color of Sharpie for a Mets card, but that's fine. You don't always get what you want in this life. This is a really tough lesson to some of you youngsters out there watching this, but black over blue, what are you going to do? And I will live to send another request. 1 foot in front of the other, guys. That's how you move on. There you go, guys. His info. Those sharp cards I sent him. Sent them back to me. Signed. Very gracious of him. And let's just move on to a return number 4. Our fourth return comes to us from Knoxville, Tennessee. Hillman, it says on it. Could be 90s Pitching star for the Mets, Eric Hillman, big lefty, 6'10". But it is not. It is vintage. Vintage Dave Hillman, oldest living Cincinnati Reds. There you go, Red fans. I'm not sure what you can do with that information, but there you have it. Look at these nicely signed in ballpoint pen. Sweet cards. Signed the index card as well. 8 years in the bigs from 1955 to 1962. Ended his career on the Mets, actually. Did not pitch very well for them. Not many people did that year. Mostly played with the Cubs and the Red Sox. Went on to work in a clothing store for the majority of his career after baseball. That sounds like I mean, I wouldn't do it. Dave Hillman right there. Good information. Retired now, hopefully. Worked as a machinist and a painter in the off-season. Man, those guys made nothing back then. All right, on to our last return. Let's put a capper on this bad boy. We've got our final return of the day from Texas. And we've got a Stars and Stripes card of Braden Shumake. 21st overall pick of the Braves a couple of years ago. Signed one index card as well. He signed two index cards. 5th rated prospect in the Braves system. Very nice return from him. Texas A&M kid. Rome Braves. I think that's where I sent this. I'm not sure. Rome Braves are currently probably going to be the high A affiliate of the Braves next year, or this year, I guess, 2021. Got to stop saying next year. It is this year, hopefully, when baseball returns to normal, including the minor leagues. It's a shame these kids lost a year of their playing career, basically, and development. So hopefully they worked very hard on their own or remotely or did something. Of course, nothing can replace playing games. So there's the information for him. I probably wouldn't send that to Rome Braves. But if you're curious, he does sign. So find out where he's playing for this year, probably double or triple A, and give it a shot. Just goes to show you, I sent off a lot of these Stars and Stripes cards, and I sent to a lot of affiliates. They might still be out there. I don't know, but this one took a while, but I got it back. So, there is some success to be had out there, guys. So that's it, gang. Through the Mail Monday, number 106. Put it in the books. Thanks for joining me. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I do this every single Monday. Would love to have you guys join me. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this week's returns. And as always, I've got some more videos coming up later on this week. Stay tuned for those. And that's it, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Love all your comments. I love all your feedback. And I appreciate you. All right. I'm out. See ya.